growth. The story of Wang Yuhong. What are you taking? Kanji! In the kindergarten classroom, students are enjoying their tea sets. Wang Yuhong, a lovely and fair kid, was taking the delicious and nutritious kanji. Wang was much taller than his counterparts. He looked healthy and active. However, Wang is now aged 5. However, he was diagnosed having blood cancer when he was aged 2.5 years old. Her mom was taken by surprise by the news. Well, I remember in the morning, my kid took blood test, and in the afternoon, he was told to stay at hospital for supervision. According to the report, the cells were malignant. I was shocked. I had guilty feeling as a mom, and my kid got such a disease. I felt I was responsible to some extent. Whenever I recall that moment, I couldn't hold back my tears. The bad news struck Madame Wang hardly. She was close to collapse, but just like all other moms, Madame Wang was strong. Madame Wang was determined to face this uphill battle. 7 days after Wang took the chemo treatment, Madame Wang let her son take Reishimax Tinh and Teegreen to strengthen his immunity system. Wang is the youngest son in the family. He should be leading a happy life. However, in the past 3 years, he got to take drugs and injections all the time to counter the cancer cells. The pain of undergoing all these showed on his face. Where did the nurse do the injections? Where? The bottom. Have you ever thought of asking Mom to tell the nurse, no more injections? Yes, but still more injections. Why so? How many more injections are required? Many, many. I learned what bravery meant from my son. He is such a small kid, so brave, taking injections every day. The pain suffered by him. Actually, we can't really understand the pain suffered by him. However, my son is my flesh. I did feel the pain. I did feel the pain he experienced. Madame Wang wished to replace her son to have the illness. Unfortunately, Reishimax Tinh and Teegreen took effects in countering the cancer cells and undermining the side effects of chemo treatments. Madame Wang was glad that she had made the right choice of supplements. Well, chemo treatment bound to have side effects. There are other kids receiving the same chemo treatment at hospital. However, the side effects suffered by my kids were much less. Other kids lied on the bed badly, but my son could run around when he was not taking treatment, and he still got great stomach. He took all kind of food. The success of her son's fight against cancer makes Madame Wang determined to take proactive action to defend health of her whole family. Her mission now is to let her 2 kids have good health. Well, good health will do. I will ask for no more. No more. A fulfilling life. The story of Jiangsu Zhu. How old are you? 5. And what's your name? Shi Li Sheng. Love your mom? Yes. At the age of 28, Madame Zhang Suju became the general manager of an accounting firm. At 41, she became the financial controller of a listed company. Madame Zhang was very conscientious and was well trusted at work. However, the long hour work and stress caused her health. I always ask myself, well, I have achieved a lot at work, and my boss trusted me. But when I got to leave my job, I could not bring along with me anything. The only thing that I could take away is my poor health. The poor health would follow me forever. Madame Zhang was diagnosed of misplacement of uterus membrane and hysterocarcinoma. The doctor once advised her to remove the uterus and advised that the chance of getting pregnant is close to 0. The poor health could not sustain Madame Zhang to continue to work. Further, although the tumor was benign, they might turn malignant. So Madame Zhang, having 2 kids herself, was very, very worried. I just wished to solve the problem. Also, I got 2 sons. And I hope very much I could have a baby girl. And by chance, Madame Zhang met new skin. Just after taking the supplements for a short while, she regained her health. Well, my friend recommended me to take Pharmanex Range Teegreen and Light Pack for female. And I took all. And also, I thought my case was serious, so I took more dosages than the recommended ones. The tumor contracted from 6 cm to 2 cm after Madame Zhang took the supplements. And what surprised the doctor most is that Madame Zhang got pregnant. This was a miracle. I did not believe the news at that time. My periods did not come regularly because of my illness, and I told my doctor, well, not to make jokes of me. As he said earlier, it was impossible, almost impossible, I could get pregnant. Madame Zhang finally got a baby girl 7 years after giving birth to 2 sons. And now she would introduce her daughter to others as witness of the good effects of Pharmanex supplements. Well, heaven led me to new skin, then gave me this daughter, then led me to see this is a good career. I was grateful. The good effects of the supplements led Madame Zhang to become a distributor and have a second spring in career. Turn impossible to possible. Madame Zhang now shines in her second career, and she is enjoying the health and freedom which she never had before. She now has a balanced life. She could look after her career, family, and her parents well. Every one of us look for health and beauty. Before, I could hardly have both. And now, in new skin, I got everything. Supplementary treatments have good effects. The story of Chiet. Madame Zhang is picking leaves in the farmland in Taoyuan. Madame Zhang was a dedicated housewife. She and her husband plant various vegetables and fruit outside the house, and they keep some and sell some in the market. For Madame Zhang, the fact that she could return to work in her farmland and walk energetically outdoors has given her great joy and satisfaction. 1 year ago, Madame Zhang caught a flu and had medical check-up, and she was diagnosed of 3rd-stage lung cancer. As a result, she could no longer work outdoors. I lied on the sofa crying. I couldn't sleep nor eat. I took 6 big chemo treatment and 3 small ones in order to counter cancer cells. She got so frightened and scared. She took chemo treatments, no matter how painful the processes, the side effects, and the discomfort were. I was tired and I couldn't sleep. I felt sourness and numbness on my arm. My nose bled, probably the side effects of chemo. Whenever I took chemo treatment at hospital, my nose bled. I told my doctor. He said, "Is that so?" I said, "Yes." Sometimes I bled a lot. Sometimes I just sat there and my nose bled. I noted that another man also undertook chemo treatment like me. He got the same side effects. He just got 3 treatments and could not continue because of the pain. He stopped the treatments and passed away last year. He was also diagnosed of lung cancer. He just lived nearby beside the river. When Madame Zhong got cancer, she was not yet 50. She was always thinking about her children. They had not yet set up their families. Her son, via the introduction of his friend, let Madame Zhong take Reishimax Chi and Teegreen, and unexpectedly the supplement did help lessening the side effects of chemo. Madame Zhong regained her energy and spirit. She had no more fear to chemo treatments. I told them I got to take chemo treatment the next day and would not come to the market to sell vegetables. Their response was that, "Well, you look so good. Didn't seem like having cancer." I told them, "Well, my half of my lung was rotten and got to take chemo treatment the next day." I also told them I was taking supplements provided by my son. They asked me what they were. I told them about New Skin and Life Pack. Indeed, I got much better. This is very obvious. The side effects of chemo have been lessening. Her children were very worried about Madame Zhong's health, and now the family was full of peace and joy. From weakness, pain, helplessness, to full of energy, Madame Zhong was very pleased that she got to know New Skin Chi and Teegreen. She now takes same every day because she no longer wished to lose her health. For her family and herself, she got to win the battle against lung cancer and regained a life of beauty and health for herself and her family.